Hello, Alejandro. Hello, Sour Apple. Let's get started then. All right. So, King of Fighters 2002 UM. That's the rebalanced version of the game. Let's see. Let me know if it's a little bit too low on this one. I think I lowered it for the last stream years ago. Hello, Foobsy. Welcome. Okay, let me make sure the controls are working. Okay, left, right. That's selected. Light punch, strong punch. Oh, taunt button? Nah, I think we're good. Dude, KOF, yes, I never played it. Is this good? This one is so good that it goes against King of Fighters 98 for like the title of the best King of Fighters game. And it's so good that it effectively has replaced King of Fighters 2000 Vanilla as the necessity. Oh god. Yeah, I got single play, team play. Like, if you remember the early Mugen games, those old school Mugen games, I forget which one it is. You see what I mean. The layout looks familiar, doesn't it? The SNK, like almost all the SNK games that came out from the mid 90s, 2000 onwards were always just ripped out straight for these Mugen games. Yes, and at the time, this was the biggest King of rosters. Why am I skipping word today? At the time, this was the biggest roster for King of Fighters. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's over 50 characters. Oh, I think I see mine. Yeah, you gotta put mine there. Yeah, usually they're lined up by teams in a row. So, mine's usually in the center. But again, it's kind of tough to tell on my screen because, you know, mine's the lipstick lady here. Because they're put in the teams, like, so Kasumi, Mai, and King is one team. You know, of course, that's not a team. Yeah, I forget which one has more. I forget if this one or if 15 currently has more. Capcom vs. SNK 2 helped me to KOF games. Yeah, Capcom vs. SNK vs. Capcom, both of them were great. I put single player match. Yeah, this is when Angel really got that popularity boost. Let's just pick hey people, Seth here. And Mature. Mature! Vice, where's Grip? What's really funny when I got into King of Fighters, they had a sale. King of Fighters 97, and no one really likes that one, but it's only $1, 100 yen, so I couldn't say no. I forget King of Fighters has like some blood effects in their game. Yeah, and until 15, the controls were fairly consistent, so they changed it up a bit because they made the inputs simpler, but they made the timing a bit tighter, so it's a case of it's easier, so you gotta be more precise, and it's 15 is a fun game, it really is. It's Leopold, but give me a sec. All Kyo clones. Yeah, King of Fighters. It's funny, as many games as King of Fighters had, they've had a like this because there's 15 mainline ones, and we're not even counting Fatal Fury and the other ones like Gaodu, Mark of the Wolves. That one's getting a sequel. But not counting the spin-offs. But even if you actually, even if you did count the spin-offs, the quality and consistency SNK had with all of their King of Fighter games has been way more consistent than Street Fighter has been. Or Scandinavian, voice is unknown. So yeah, so if he's unknown, he's just vaguely European. Next, impact on the port. Oh yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying for the mainline games, for 15 mainline games, having pretty good like, maybe only 2 of them or 3 that are like really just eh. But there's no like garbage, terrible ones that everybody just hates universally. Yeah, the special moves I forget. I'm rusty in this one. I've not played King of Fighters for a hot minute. I was close. Surprised they kept that outro victory music even in 15. But this game was, of course, King of Fighters almost always play with the 3v3 mechanic, but I just prefer the one-on-one. Play vitamin noodles here. Sesame in the air. Will Goma. Clark, yeah, from the what's it called, the Ikari Warriors. Still can't believe that this is supposed to be the team from that really crappy NES game. Like, I'm surprised they actually haven't remade Ikari Warriors like as a modern, like for in this day and age, that kind of gameplay for mobile gaming would be great. They want to make the King of Fighters. They wanted to make a game for Metal Slug. I don't know why I'm blanking out today. Shit. You gotta go. Go on, Billy and Blue Mary. Yeah, Blue Billy. And Ramon. Yeah, the noodles got a. Yeah, that crushed sesame giving it a nutty taste. That's interesting. I like how the camera sign says, "Please do not dismount." I think the buttons are hard for me to get used to because the logic is just like light, heavy, light, heavy. There's no medium, and then Samurai Showdown a couple weeks ago, it's light, medium, and you press the light and medium to get your hard hit. Yes, that's the same Ikari War that AVG interviewed. Where did the hair go? ABBA. Yep. Leona, the blue-haired one, who's one of the most popular characters. Her team is the Ikari Warriors. She was so popular that she was actually the overpowered joke character in Metal Slug 7. I think she was DLC, but I think later version added her back in for free. As it should have been, because if you had it on the PSP, she was disc locked content. So they wanted you to pay $1 to unlock her, but she was on the disc. But if it's on the disc, why are you going to charge me an extra $1? Yeah, her, Ralph, Clark, Metal Slug, also a Metal Slug. I think it's Cameo. They have another partner that's not in this game that's playable in the Game Boy Metal Slug. Oh, that one was a pitch and a half to beat. I'll quote Sour Apple here. For those who don't know, KOF has famously 4 kinds of jumps. Jumps, hops, super jumps, and hyper hops. Yeah, it depends on the character. Like some characters like Vanessa, if I can find her. She's got a good mix of them. I don't know how I feel about what they did to her in 15. If you don't know what they did, spoiler alert, so spoiler alert, Guy Ramon here likes her, but the thing that, you know, she's a widow. But they confirmed in 15, oh, your dead husband all these years is actually alive. And I'm like, what? Why? How? I am confused. It's just, you gotta pick the lesser brother. You only want to be Andy if you want Mai. I love Vanessa too. She's like, when it comes to like top 5 SNK girls, she gets in. Top 2 is easy, but anything for 3, 4, 5 is always another thing. So you get like, you know, the hot. As you can see, the way they jump is 2 very different games. I still can't do that shit. I forget the body. What do you mean, like with what? Like the pants? Because the pants are okay. Or do you want that lipstick and the longer wave of your hair? Fatal Fury, the movie. Everyone talks about the Fatal Fury OVA, but everyone forgets there was a really shitty live-action King of Fighters. It was so bad that people forgot about it. People remember Dead or Alive, the live-action, which was terrible. People remember the god-awful Street Fighter Chun-Li movie, but King of Fighters, that movie is bad. I feel bad because unlike Tekken, because Tekken got a live-action, well, it got 2 of them actually. The Tekken movie, at least it looks like Tekken. 4, 1, 2, 3, 6, punch. Wait. 4, wait. 4, okay, so 4. Half circle punch, gotcha. Thank you. The lacier shit? With the poorly hair getting sandals? Yeah, I don't get the sandals thing, like, I think that design is fine, but it should not have been her default. It should have been like Vanessa's summer wear or relaxing wear, not her tournament clothes. Again, I don't hate the sandal. I just don't think it should have been like the canon outfit. Hello, anime. Not a feet guy, Sour Apple says. Deny. If I don't deny myself in public, they can't catch me. So the half circle punch, is it heavy or is it light punch? Duty nuts. That guy in the background is probably gonna be Luffy when he's in his 60s or some shit like that. Yeah, heads up, pardon with the delay this morning. As I went to the convenience store to get a quick bite to eat, and it started snowing. And it sucks because it's one of those very, like, it's like every 3-day weekend we've had has had snow, or just had really ungodly cold weather. And 3 days ago it was hot, like almost summertime kind of humid, and now it's snowing. Don't get me wrong, I love socks. I think most people like Muppets too. My favorite of all 5 Yuri also the 5 she's in shoes or boots. Yeah, I mean, there's no way to say without signing grip. I'll just go for it. There are feet that look nice because I have seen god awful ugly feet before. You know when you go to the pedicures and all, the pedicure manicure, you know you see shit because you're bored, just trying to kill the time while you're waiting. But I don't understand like the sexual attraction. Like that to me is just. I'm gonna drink to my success. She got muscles and she drinks. She's responsible. That's how you do it, ladies. Not that they probably are watching this stream anyways. Man, Foxy from 5 Nights at Freddy's, that's different. Let's pick the better brother. And let's pick every... Leona is like the Cammy of SNK. Although personally, I get the hype for Leona a little bit more than Cammy, but that's just me. The nurse one, the punk school one, Lilith, yes, Yuri as Lilith and in that punk outfit, it just fits the personality. The guy beating someone in front of his girlfriend. Hey man. Yeah, I forget only half the cast has blood. That always throws me off because I'm like, wait, what did this in the Sam show? And I think That's a homage to Sagat from Street Fighter in the background if I come back here. KOF are full of cameos. Oh yeah, that's always... Yeah, it's like the Where's Waldo of fighting games. Except it's actually well done. Yeah, like the two of them right there. They're from Metal Slug. That's Marco and Eri. It's hard to tell because their faces look more like King of Fighters than they do their typical, more cartoony parts in Metal Slug. But you can see them right there. No, I say it's a homage because he has a slight ponytail for like legal reasons, you know. But then again, it's weird. 90s fighting devs back in the day, they were on really good terms. Like, it's like those 90s fighting game devs were like those two bands that everybody hates. So everybody loves, but they hate each other. But then the actual bands love each other, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this band sucks. No, your band sucks. And the band's like, yeah, we're really good friends. That's how it was. The people said, oh, you play Street Fighter, you suck. You play this game, you suck. Or you just love each other like, oh my god, you play that too? Denied. Yeah, I realized Waldo is Nate. Wait, Sagat from Playable 13, right? I remember that. The 13, the last one that actually did sprites. And then there was that new 13 that came out for Switch. You realize Waldo? Yeah, Waldo is Wally. I was trying to explain like where's Waldo. Look it up. Oh, it's Wally over here. Why is Waldo just not a popular name, or is just Wally easier to say? Here's Wally. You know, they bite these sesame noodles. If it was spicier, I would say it almost would taste like Chinese Szechuan. I mean, I actually had like actual Chinese Szechuan food, not that Rick and Morty McDonald's sauce, but the real deal. Vice, mature, grip, whip. Choi. Melee, one of the other original Korean fighters. It was, what was his name from Third Strike? I forget it. The one everybody picks. Him and Chun-Li. Yeah, he was one of the big Koreans. Melee's one of the other big Koreans. Yuri's one of the big Korean fighters. There's two more Korean fighters. I think Haorong, I think it was. Korean. There's one more Korean fighter character that's really popular. I cannot remember off the top of my head. Let's pick Whip. Athena. Oh, I will rant about Athena next match. Yun and Yang. Jackie Chung. Yeah, that's a frog on her shirt. Everybody pay attention. Yeah, it's funny how everyone looks fine, but then Whip, for some reason, looks like she has more depth to her character, like a different kind of model system. That's not Captain Commando. I don't think that's supposed to be a Raiden homage. I could be wrong, but then again, no Mortal Kombat, well, until last year, no Mortal Kombat past Mortal Kombat 2 ever came officially to Japan. So I'm unsure. But there is a small but very dedicated Mortal Kombat Japanese fan base. And that legit for MK1, and even the entire story for MK9 X11, literally fan subbed the entire cutscenes. Yes, Hwaarong from Tekken, yeah. Because it's not Law, you know? Because Law's, you know, Bruce Lee, of course. But Shoshaku's Korean? Because usually when they're Korean in fighting games, at least SNK games, they're like, really? Yeah, I'm Korean. And it seems like you know it. I know Korean. Ooh, I know they know Korean fighters or something else. No, I cannot break out of that. Ugh. Did Japanese censors block MK from growing there? It's a weird thing with MK because it's like 3 different things happen around the same time. Because the first thing was with MK, it was the first time in the gaming world people had heard the phrase, the game is censored in Japan but not America, because almost like 99% of the time it's the other way around, or the American version is censored for one reason or another, and the Japanese version isn't. So the Japanese version, like depending on what version you had, if it was this Mortal Kombat 2, your blood was just turned green. But I think Mortal Kombat 1, I think on the Commodore and the Amiga, the PC ports, the fatalities, this entire screen went black and white monochrome. Oh, so good. But the radio looking guy. So that was one thing that happened. Part of it was that, you know, as a fighting game, its control scheme is very different. Like, this game is 4 buttons. Light punch, light kick, heavy kick. Samurai Showdown, you know, light punch, medium punch, and then you press both to get that heavy. Street Fighter was light, medium, heavy. Darkstalker was light, medium, heavy. Mortal Kombat's the only one to do forward punch, forward kick, back kick, and then have a block button. So that unorthodox control scheme was much more adaptable in North America, where they had a dedicated arcade machine. But in Japan, where they usually just convert older machines, they had to actually, you know, DIY thing or order the parts. It was much more of a hassle, and it was worth it. I mean, nowadays you got those machines have like 17 kind of like inputs in one. The other thing is that the sales weren't doing good compared to what they were elsewhere, so they just kind of low-key stopped selling it there. So it wasn't gunpoint from Sarah that killed it. It was just a business decision. But then when you look in the marketing, I've actually have the downloadable PDF of the Mortal Kombat 2. A lot of the names of the characters are still in English or katakana. So we katakana for a character like Johnny Cage is fine, but the character like Scorpion is like, you know, like Jigoku Sasori, like literally Hell Scorpion. But then characters like Liu Kang, you know, Ryukan, there's the kanji for that. Just Japanese pronunciation. But then in Mortal Kombat 2, you have Kung Lao, and it's just Kun Lao in katakana. They don't even use the kanji, so it's like past the point, you're picking up the game and half the names are in all caps English. You don't know how to read them. So it was a lot of things that kind of just got in the way of that. But now currently it's just Warner Bros. Not just choosing not to release it. Again, Multiverses have Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry is still huge here in Japan. But they never released it here. I mean right now, the coffee chain called Tully's, it's like coffee bean and tea leaf here in Japan. But they have a Tom and Jerry and Spike the dog shake over there right now. So like Tom and Jerry have like their own coffee. Spike has like this thicker latte kind of thing. But kids love it because they like it. They still buy pencil cases. They buy computer covers. They buy backpacks, t-shirts, Tom and Jerry. But they didn't put Multiverses here in Japan, even though kids love Fortnite and Apex because it's free, and Multiverses is Smash Bros. That's free to play. So I don't know if it's a licensing issue on the Japanese end, because maybe different companies have the rights. The same way how Tatsunoko versus Capcom, we don't have every company has different rights in America, but in Japan it's just one company. Hello, Crimson Eye. Well, I that's perfectly World War II. Ever give a fuck about violence and profanity? F-bomb and Kurosawa was 7th Samurai. And that's 54. Yeah, because the thing is that they understand that violence is not pretty. And when they teach World War II is not a complete picture, but they understand and teach that it was a mostly needless war. Like if things had just, you know what I mean, like for the Pacific theater, or if they just planned things out properly, you know, more of a diplomatic measure, they probably could have avoided, you know, the way they teach it, avoiding conquest, avoiding needing to do what they did, and needing what they did because of the choices that they made. You know, if you're gonna conquer all of Asia, you have to go south. If you don't do that, you don't have to go. I don't know why I did a mirror match. Plus, they want to tone down the violence with Sero, yeah. Because this is where Sero is weird. See, the ESRB in America is completely optional. It's like the MPAA in America. You don't have to submit it for a release, but if you want a commercial market, it helps. It's why when you buy a game with no Sero, with no, ESRB rating or PEGI rating, it looks bootleg, you know? Even though it's legit. Quarter circle, light punch. Quarter circle, light kick, gotcha. Punch his top. Ah, shit. Yeah, for MK, that's gonna be a bit tricky if they wanted to tone down the violence of being in line with Sarah. Unless they just, you know, like, about to rip the head off and it turns, like, all just shadows, all black, like Noob Saibot. That probably is a way to do it, but you would have to be, like, this right here, where it's, like, incredibly stylistic with it. And this is how NRS MK is right now. It is not gonna happen. It happened in the what's it called? The not Acclaim. They tried to screw them over. Midway days, they probably could have had a better chance of doing that. Yeah, and the only reason why I say last year for the game was that last year was Mortal Kombat's 30th anniversary. Warner Brothers, I put it in my rant, but Warner Brothers legit put, for the first time on PC, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, like the actual one called Trilogy, with like that's basically like the official Mugen of Mortal Kombat with all the Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3 characters. For $7, it's GOG, so there's no DRM, it's region free. But they didn't advertise it at all. They didn't. I was like, why? Why did you do that? Don't you want money? Then again, they took down the arcade trilogy, the collection, you know, Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, and Ultimate 3. They took it down. They were going to take out the game from Windows Live. They took the game down. They never took out game from Windows Live. So you have to find a patch that gets rid of it yourself. The game isn't even that big, though. Brazil's the last country that seems to give a about Woody Woodpecker. Yep, it's weird. Yeah, Brazilians are fighting it, and they love Woody Woodpecker. They really do. Yeah, a lot of these Latin American countries have a genuine love and appreciation for the older cartoons and older kind of comedy. I think also like El Chavo del Ocho, I think he's from Mexico. He was so popular that in the early 2000s, they made an animated adaptation of the show as a homage to him. To be fair, his wife also controls the IP because he was kind of older at the time, and it got popular reception so much so that people were asking, the kids were asking, "Hey, we heard this was based on an older show that our parents watch. Can you air those episodes even more?" So they had marathons, the new one and the old one, and the new one actually got an English dub. English dub's not bad, but it's just way funnier in Spanish, the original one, because it's just something funny, you know. When kids are acting like kids and they sound like kids, it's okay. But when the joke is that the grown-ups are looking and sounding like kids, it makes it funnier. Kind of like how we have South Park, but if they didn't pitch up or pitch down the voices. Yeah, like if Stan sounded exactly like Hank Hill. Well, you don't understand, I have a math test tomorrow, and my dad's gonna kick my ass if I fail that test, you know? Japan thought they could steamroll. It's in UK. With Russia. They could not have been more wrong. That is true, they could not have steamrolled it. There's one other thing that they don't teach you. I went to Japanese university from a Chinese teacher. The Chinese teacher, he left China. I'll put it that way. He left China. So he's not like pro-Chinese, anti-Chinese. He's just like, he just tells it how it is. Man literally said, "Hey, class is gonna be optional next week. We have a typhoon coming in. I'm gonna be lecturing in World War I, so if you want to come, I'll still come down and lecture." Man had balls. He was saying the problem, he said, from a logistical point of view, is that they thought they could steamroll, but the big issue they had was oil. That was the big factor that they miscalculated. And what happened with that is because they ran low on oil, so they had 3 options: give up the plan, hopefully get to Indonesia fast enough and conquer Indonesia, and then take their oil supply, which is what they're hoping for. But that didn't work, so they had option 3: get oil from somebody else. And this is where the thing gets hilariously fucked up, because Japan, you see a good amount of oil from America, surprisingly. And what happened was, because there's a lot of political infighting with people taking over different posts, positions, and being rearranged around. That's why Hirohito was able to take over. He was a Minister of War and Maritime at the same time. So you have the guy on 2 military fronts, and he's a military guy. It's gonna happen. But back to the oil thing, is that someone had the bright idea saying, "Yo, let's nag America for oil. Nag. Didn't work. Then that's when they pulled the Pearl Harbor, hoping it would be like, hoping it would lead to America being annoyed and negotiation where they get some oil, just enough to get to Indonesia, but instead wound up throwing themselves into the war. And the only reason they Japan was having its oil withheld from them was because they were, of course, in the Axis powers. It's more so that Axis was against England. So if Japan had simply left the Axis powers, because not like anyone really cared about Japan, between Italy and Germany, So if Japan left the Axis powers, then there's a chance that America could have actually given them the oil that they needed, and Japan might have conquered Asia like they wanted to. And that's how that works. Who knows? Maybe they wouldn't have been as modernized or industrialized as they are now. They could have pulled in North Korea. Mexico loves Speedy Gonzalez. Because they were saying, like, why would we be mad at the mouse that outsmarts this stupid guy from immigration? Again, it's not that immigration is stupid, it's that Sylvester is the moron. That's what it is, Because if you had Bugs Bunny be the immigration guy, you're gonna root for the immigration guy because he's Bugs Bunny, The character you pick represents it. For the sake of the joke. And the Spanish that they did in those skits, it's mostly accurate. The only thing I think they did wrong was we have a huge problemente. It's like, no, I think that means probably in Spanish, because I think even Spy Kids had that. We have a mucho grande problema. Bumblebee is based. No, the Bumblebee guy from Simpsons, same actor, different show. Champlain, Colorado, the red cricket, red grasshopper. Yeah, Colorado means red. Ever seen the rocks in Colorado? Now you know why. I can put a oil bug on Japan, except it's like it's a Japanese war. It's a lot of cases like these solid decisions from like 10, 15, 20 years ago, and then they all just bite everyone in the ass at once. Like that's how war always seems to work. Like it is a tragedy. I mean, how it works. Like the little things you're not paying attention to is what fucks you up. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So drink more bleach. Hold up. Kasumi, not to be confused with Kasumi from Dead or Alive. I'm normally not into French ladies, but Shermie's an exception. Now, I don't know if it was read in Spanish. It's like how you have red, you have burgundy, you got crimson. There's a different kind of red. Blue, aquamarine, teal. I'll look up next after this what that kind of what Colorado means especially. Because, Arizona, arid zone, desert zone. Well, that's English, We like saying the same shit twice in English. I usually don't use Kasumi. I'm actually wondering how many voice actors I've got for this game. There she is! From... What's the name? Charlotte? No, Charles? Yeah, from, yeah, Charlotte from, Samsha. Where the stereotype about French women's bits come from originally? I got no idea. I'm gonna assume it's some weird royalty thing that happened. That's usually how it goes down. In time with the music, I like that. Sociopathy has never been more adorable. It's just the case of Should I fix her? Not can I fix her. Or I can. It's should I fix her? Sometimes there is no problem. Depends on how far the ass beating is. You'll be playable later, mister. If you're not an eagle, you're a dinosaur, and I love that. Yeah, I'll look up the pit thing. Now you got me curious. Wait, is that a Kisuke reference? See, I told. Oh, bro, that's a cringe pun. Totally rule. Give me a sec here. Okay, so Colorado, it means colored red. So like the red stained. So like the red stained grasshopper. That makes sense. The French people. Let's see what the French people show up to. Not getting an answer there for French pits. French people. They're French people. Origins. Okay, so apparently the stereotype comes from after the liberation of France, when all the GIs, American GIs, were there. And apparently people at the time were not having really good hygiene for one reason or another. And so they think, oh, damn, look at the French people. Damn, y'all live like this. Diamond, okay. So I discovered that this morning my dad had a fan, and Steve Martin prefers him in supporting roles such as Little Shop of Horrors. What's the Three Amigos last night? Oh, I'm not sure he's gonna like the Steve Martin Pink Panther. Kyo is so badass, he has his own team. Me, myself, and I. I think it is. Yeah, I know for the Fatal Fury that, like, when you fought King, you thought it was a dude, but if she lost, you saw her clothes get torn and, like, wait, that's a lady? I'm sickened but curious. So Pink Panther 06 in theaters, my family. That's Kevin Kline getting hurt at the end. I really did enjoy the first one. The second one just surprised me. because after the second one, I saw the Peter Sellers run, his original Pink Panther film, and I'm just wondering, why would the second American one with Martin make a lot of the same mistakes that the last one? I think it was The Curse of the Pink Panther. It's like it made almost the exact same mistakes that that last one with Peter Sellers did that wound up killing the whole series. It seemed, I just was so confused. And John Cleese was not bad, but Kevin Kline was just funnier in my opinion. Have you seen those chins? Chinjun. Here comes Jackie Chin. We're in Pepsi, everybody. Coca-Cola has not bought out the country. The food wars have been won. All that's left now is Taco Bell. Oh, Jesus. So I want to Steve Martin, for an detective, Emily, a friend. That was one of the things I hated about that movie. Not that line particularly, but the line was like, "You'd be wanting sushi against the yellow friend," and what's the joke when you get sent to HR? It's like, you cannot decline the yellow friend. Like he insults everybody ethnically on that team. I forgot what I said to the American guy though. But because that HR joke got like so overdone really fast too, it's because the delivery wasn't funny, the reaction wasn't funny, and what happened to HR wasn't funny. Like if you just compare any other scene when he's like talking to that HR lady, and just compare that to that one time he did that police interrogation. You know what we do to prisoners who don't cooperate? We hook them up to the box. Like even before he brought out the electrical box, the fact that he did the good cop and bad cop by himself, that had me laughing more. I think they just really didn't know what to do with the second one. So someone's like, oh, just watch one of the films, watch the worst one, and then decided to make progress from there. Depends where we saw that movie. Some parts of Pizza Hut won that franchise. Oh, give me 1 second, I got a delivery here. I forgot to unmute, god damn it. Okay, I'll say all that shit again. I got the package delivered. I'm glad I didn't miss it. I did not want to reschedule delivery. But I was saying that Taco Bell in Japan here, they still use that sci-fi logo from the Food Wars in Demolition Man. The thing that upsets me the most is that there's no beans at Taco Bell here in Japan. Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot to mute earlier. Sometimes that happens. I mean, well, once I forget to see that. Yeah, no beans Taco Bell. To me, it's like, part of me, it's like, why even go unless you're gonna get a steak quesadilla? I find that Mexican food without beans. I know it's weird. Like the Japanese people, they either love beans and can't get enough, or they hate beans and can't stand them. I don't understand how that phenomena works. I understand cilantro. That's legit your taste buds. For some people, that shit tastes like soap. That's a proven genetic gene. But thankfully, I know shops a bit of a drive, but I know shops that sell pinto beans. I know how to make boiled beans, refried beans. The bitch takes some time, but it's worth it. Let's go into what Japan wants. Want to tempt fit again? I think it's tough. It depends. There's a lot of anime fans in Mexico. But if the Mexicans can force feed the beans to the Japanese, the Mexicans might win. Rugal. The fact they made this man free DLC for 15. Free. I like her later voice more personally. Oh! Those are Steve Martin movies that you like besides Pink Panther, 06, and Chairman Back in Action. Of course, Little Shop of Horrors is a good one. I said earlier. Three Amigos. There's one I'm seeing in my head, but I can't remember the name. Oh, shit. Dudugo's busted because I don't know how to block in this. Because he hits at angles, and I'm terrible at reading those. Like, if I had... Yeah. The jerk is worth rewatching. Done your packing, your life's journey's over. Damn. That sounds like a funeral slogan right there. Like a funeral home. Are you done with life's packing? Your life's journey's over. And they put you in the ground. Oh my god. I was born a poor black child. Oh my god. I still gotta get to planes, trains, and automobiles. I still gotta get to that one. I forget, he was one of the priests, the high priest Hotep, I think it was, in the Prince of Egypt. But for him, like, actually being, like, as the face of it, movie, I'm gonna say... I think it was Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. That was Neo-Noir one, I think. I have not seen it. I still need to get to it. It's oh, fuck this mouse. It's like I always tell myself, well, gotta watch it, and something else shows up. Two of my favorites, Blue Mary and Jury. Lovely Japanese English. Yeah, but as a kid, I was more on top of Jim Carrey was my go-to, my role model. Hello, Sideshow Man 212. How are you? Yeah, it was straight. Wait a minute. Egypt was 2/3 of Three Amigos reunion minus Chevy Chase. Because Martin Short and Steve are there. Yeah, but as you know, Chevy Chase is always a tricky actor to work with. What was the movie that Dan Aykroyd made that killed his career? It was the one that had a really strange title that didn't fit. Nothing But Trouble. That was the one. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard about him being like super duper being irritable on that set. Got to my drive in Manjaro, so I'm in a decent mood. I can't even trust my teammates. Just what I've got myself into. Yeah, Manjaro, Arch Linux. I think someone else in this chat here has dabbled with that shit. Demi Moore and John Candy. Yeah, someone. Yeah, Manjaro's a. Ooh. It would help that a lot of Arch users are on their high horse. You ask how to do this, they don't tell you. You say, hey, I got X, Y, and Z problem. What did I do wrong? And then you get the you idiot speech, and then they tell you what the fuck you did wrong. When your game runs on Linux, but it only runs on Arch. That would be evil. Now with two brains. Boy, make the Kathleen Turner. Just to go grab his voice actress. And see something from a doctor played by David Warner. Ooh! Was there a cartoon short that parodied that premise? I forget. But I swear I've seen like a cartoon do that same premise. It's Joe the Karate Man versus... Not Segata. Mr. Hair Gel. Or, God help you, the game is really good but only runs on Arch. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know why I thought it was Benimaru for a second. I think I picked Joe, but it's one of those old things in arcade games where what button you press, pressing any button accepts. But what button you press determines your color. I'm usually not used to pressing that button to get Joe this tan. It's not like Red White Brain with Mickey Mouse as far as I know. Alright. Hey, it's June from Tekken, right? I see these River City cameo, and I see Sailor Moon cameo with Sailor Mercury right there. That green uniform, where is that green uniform from? It's gonna bug me. That's the best you got. No wonder I blew you away. Joe was on my team on CES2. He is Arch, eh? Yeah, and Angel is the Jurihan of this game, but with boots and Mexican. Not that I'm complaining. Apparently, a lot of influences come from American Mexican wrestling, including The Rock. So when SNK had that crossover game with WWE, I'm not surprised that Angel and The Rock actually got along pretty well. You mentioned it, but don't wear platinum to watch this. On the Steve Ward film, I need to see his Bowfinger. Bowfinger. Not all related to Goldfinger. That's one hell of a grab. Who else is on your team? CVS, Oopsie. Ooh! What? Wait. Come get me. There we go. All right. Still breathing so much from mouth to mouth. My God. Team either had Ken, Joe, and Terry, or mixing it with play with friends for fun. Let's see. Cooler brother, yes. Kim. Angel's always got that thirsty approach. K99 got lucky, bro. He looks like Brock from Pokemon. Is that just me? All that splits, you spreading your nuts open for that hit. Let's go. Fight though. That little ding. Smash Bros memories. You are still playing with this thing. Trying to see why that blonde chick is so familiar. Or she feels familiar, at least. Whoa! All right. Hey, lighten up, dude. It's KOF. Enjoy it. Punch to the nuts. Knee to the groin. Knee to the groin. Trying to imagine, like, what would be the worst time to say that thing? It's the dentist, man. Just enjoy it. No, you never enjoy the dentist. Yeah. ABL, yeah, ad was that came about Kim's pants. Yes. The thing also with these guys for the animation, if you can't get a read based on the animation itself, like in terms of the flow of the body or the clothes, the pixel detail can also help guide. Let me pick Mr. Suspicious here. Maybe I can find Maki. I'm blind like a motherfucker. Maki here? Oh, I don't think so. I can't find it. Oh, well. Next round I'll find him. Yeah, her design, it like changes every few games. Right, this like hers in this game was like the last good one, I think. After this, they really tried making her very super duper moe, and it just I didn't like it as much. Oh, the character from the last stage. Oh, okay, Maki, that's what it is. Thank you. Damn, boy can eat. Yeah, I jumped into that. That's my fault. I'm pressing punches and I still get kicks. KO. Winner. Yeah. Think about making Athena cutesy. You can make her cutesy with like hints of moe. But they threw away her whole design. Like if you haven't played the other ones, you see how her eyes here look okay? They made them bigger, made them pinker. They got rid of that. They literally got rid of all the cool like, loosely inspired by Greek god, but still a Japanese pop star idea. Now it's just another Japanese schoolgirl character, which is hilariously sad because it's like the inverse of Sakura. Sakura was, schoolgirl fanboy for Ryu, but then she became her own person. A different outfit, different attitude, and she's better off for it. Because they use that to grow the character, whereas here, Athena just feels like it's a regression. A slave to the pop music. Wow, dresses like Polly from 60s Doctor Who. The boy's name is... Woohoo, gotta keep on keeping. See, I can't tell. I haven't played the Japanese one enough to tell if it's bad translation or if the joke is just that bad in Japanese. Yeah, you can tell by her cape movement. Interesting how her default costume is the orange one, but her special one's the blue one. There was some news I had earlier. Any fans of The Crow here? Because apparently they're actually gonna finally release that that remake that they did with Bill Skarsgård. And let me tell you, if Bill Skarsgård, that man's got range. I think he can pull it. I think he can pull it off. I just hope the script is good, you know. Quit taunting me. You're not bad, Kula, but you should not have been in Doa 6. It should have been somebody else. With Angel, it should have been mature, Vice, just... It looks okay. I mean, but again, I want to see a bit more of it. I'm just... I've been skeptical as shit for the longest time because I've been duped by trailers, I've been duped by marketing, and I'm just a little bit... You can't fault me for being paranoid, can you? I know the Crow 2, I've seen that one. I like that one. The other two, though, those really felt like made-for-TV movies. They really did. For what, if you take it like that, it's not too terrible, but still not as good as the first one. Sounds like a mouse is in the kitchen kind of scream. You can't hear the game, but I'm looking at the Discord. Give me a second. Because sometimes, some games like these, when I just click off, you can't hear shit. Yeah, I'm not sure. And some of you might know about this, but apparently, in the United States, the feds got some beef with the Yakuza because apparently they're going through these smaller Southeast Asian islands trying to transport nuclear cargo to New York, and I'm just there trying to process it. I think with the original Kirby, remembered as is today, had Brightly not died, his death seems to be his greatest claim to fame. I'm going to answer your question with another question. It's a fair one though. Do you think The Dark Knight would have been as well received if Heath Ledger hadn't died? I think it's in a similar position. I think it would have been. I think it would have not been as revered, but it still would have been very well and respected. You know, like so it would probably be closer to, I'd say, maybe the Burton Batman films in terms of the popularity, as opposed to whatever the current state is. You know. And with Dolph Lundgren, yeah, still. It still shocks me that Dolph Lundgren is like two, like doctor's degree, like it was like physics and like chemical engineering. Like it's like you did that and you're an '80s action star. What the hell, man? That's amazing. Where's Athena's not boyfriend? I need him. Yeah, I don't see Kenso in here. Yeah, I don't see Athena's not boyfriend here. Chris's friend with all green, you know what I'm talking about. You've heard of Untitled, let's go. What about? Yes, that is Geese. Like Wagons East, and the John Candy's last film. Have I seen Wagons East? Yeah, because growing up, I didn't have a humongous like love for John Candy as a kid. You know, I don't think I saw much of any of his stuff as a kid. Like teenager, when I finally saw Spaceballs, and I knew who he was. So that's probably why I don't have as much of a love for him as most people. So yeah, I'm on man out when it comes to that ends East. Oh, JFK is famous only because he got shot. Well, yeah, let's face it. I mean, part of it's a culture thing with JFK too. In America, assassinations don't happen often. Compare it to Latin America or some other Southeast Asian countries, where the guy's dead and then 2 months later, there's a new guy. It's just another Tuesday, you know? Like right now, there's this whole thing in, I think it's Colombia, where the guy literally just got offed and was just replaced and nobody batted an eye. And something in Russia now, the opposition party leader just found dead. So that's probably, but again, that's Russian politics for you. That's just how it's a normal Tuesday for them over there, you know? In America, you don't have it often. But if America has, people and leaders just being replaced on an annual basis because they're dying, we would just say, shit's part of it. Ledger's last film was a Terry Gilliam film. It's weird how the public is. Yeah, he had that last film. but everyone knows that as his film, because I think because he overdosed with the excitement, because he couldn't relax, people kind of misremembered it as the role that that took his life. The Crow, worst case, I mean, best case, it would be remembered and respected like Blade. You know, it's a beloved comic book movie, but it's not overhyped like, let's say, Avengers Endgame is. But on the flip side, though, it would not be as underground as Punisher Warzone, where a small but dedicated fan base, but relatively no one knows it compared to the other hero movies. Ingredient of Dr. Artisis? Haven't seen Uncle Buck. Hanessus, dude. What did I say? I did not say Parmesan, did I? That was a gas 10 hut loser. God. I like it, this game where like they're all like a little bit of magic, and then your bosses are just Final Fantasy characters. Whoa, Dark Magician Man, do it. No tomorrow, today. What do you mean? Fuck. Anna Coulter, a good actress, was she just hot over the table when she came to screen performance? She's the last Naked Gun that I caught on HBO recently. I don't remember any roles of Anna Nicole Smith. And it's not like Tommy Lee Jones, where it's like, I can't think of any roles because, you know, he doesn't do the same thing twice. You got me thinking, man. Let's see if there's anything I look it up again. Anna Nicole Smith, let's see what her filmography is. She doesn't even have a lot of roles. Like, because it's just the Hudsucker Proxy, Naked Gun 33 and a half, To the Limit, Skyscraper, and then Illegal Aliens. And the other three are just like Be Cool, Wasabi Tuna, and Anna Nicole Smith Exposed. And those were all like cameos or just her playing herself. Her TV, though, she had a show? Anna Nicole show? I was not aware of that. Oh, and it's a reality show. Clearly, I don't remember this thing. So maybe she was an amazing dead ringer for Maryland, though. Yeah, she might have been more of a reality TV star. That's probably what it is. So maybe I guess she figured, if I'm gonna sell my soul, I'm at least gonna be myself. And she went out with reality TV as compared to, you know, plastic surgery and model, dieting. And some people get those, what's it called, those plastic surgery, they go way too far. Like, what was the guy? Zac Efron and what's her name from the Boys? I think I mentioned this on the other stream. But yeah, they just couldn't stop because some shit money can't fix. I guess she figured she wasn't gonna go down that road. Didn't need to start going down that road. As a result, just kind of left. Yeah, she went out on her own terms. I mean, the industry, not her death. AOJOO. He looks like Haggard from Final Fight. Madonna destroyed herself? No, she's revealing herself to be the alien she was all along. There's the second panda. How can I live jumping off and on the tracks? Jeez. We have. I want Link Xiaoyu. We have Xiaoyu at home. Yeah, Madonna used to look really good back in the day, to be fair. But maybe because But it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna buy her CDs because she's hot, you know? Like, very few artists, female artists, can pull that off for me. I don't do that with dudes. Come on, get it. The panda in the background? Yes! Yeah, the poor panda didn't do anything to deserve that. He's just stuck there. I'm sorry, Zhang Fei feels that she's in the wrong game. She's got too much attitude. What the hell is that in the trash can? I can't tell if it's a bug or a bird. The panda needs life alert? No, it needs a trampoline, that's what it needs. At this rate, I'm bound for victory. I've fallen, and I can't get up! I just imagine Gilbert Godfrey like, and that's when I pushed that old biddy down the stairs. I thought I killed her, but I was wrong, cause she had life alerts! I'm not good at Gilbert Gottfried impressions. I wish I was, though. Feels weird. It feels weird to use. I was like, I love this jump. This feels heavier. Oh, we can do this. Well, gotta ask you guys, have you guys seen that Borderlands trailer? Not yet, no. Ooh. Oh, that depends. Are you a fan of Borderlands 1 and 2 or 3? You guys are just not bound for glory. Gilbert was again on VH1's I love the series. God's gonna kill him. That'll be fun. Him on television or Roblox asking for 8 million in 1987 or God would kill him. But has he tried Peter Popoff's miracle spring water? That might help him. Oh god, the Djibouti dub of Peter Popoff. I love that shit. Oh my god, I put in the Discord for you guys later. Get over here, you bitch! I'm gonna break your neck with the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. And then the dub, the effect he puts on the neck breaking. So the first game for the co-op. Ever play anything else after? Alright. I cannot in good faith fully recommend 3. On sale with a buddy, yeah, but not full price. I'm geese, I'm supposed to be completely busted, man. Because from what I'll tell you this way, the posters, the stills, those look good. But in action, when I see it, I was like, who wrote the script? It needs to be more bombastic, more over the top. Not seen the trailer, don't play the games. The games are actually, the first 2 are pretty fun. First one has a good cast. Second one has better writing. But on top of it's one of those shooter RPGs. What I like about it is that because you have elements, because depending on which character you pick, the character you pick determines your class, and then your class, there are different routes you can take, and you got to commit to one. So you can't 100% max out everything. If you want to go down one tree, you got to commit to that tree. If you want, you can change trees, but you just can't do all of them at once. And of course, each tree get different abilities in there too, and you got to pick between them. You have a limited inventory, of course. But you can only, it's more weight-based inventory than anything else. Or the only machines you can sell and respawn and buy your stuff at. It's actually really cool. Yeah, it's practically Diablo the FPS, yeah. The first 2, yeah, again, great shit. Probably they put number 2 as a whole on the Vita. Actually, they eventually patched it out so it was running at an acceptable frame rate. You think Jamie Lee Curtis is a fake nerd? Or a couple years ago, she went to a convention costume as a mass video character. I don't know if it's a I don't know if she's a fake nerd or not. Because face it, sometimes there's shit like bands that you see that you know nothing about it, but it looks cool, or it's a gift even, you know. Because there's some bands that I don't like their music, but I would buy a t-shirt because the album art is just that fucking sick. So it could be a case of that. But again with Curtis, I don't know. Because she's not like people like Danny Trejo or other people where they kind of reveal that, yeah, I'm into this kind of thing, you know? I don't know. So it could be legit, but she's closeted about it mostly. Because, like what? Vin Diesel, like, nobody expected Vin Diesel to run a D&D podcast event, you know? But he did it. And they asked him, well, how did you build your lore for Fast and Furious? And he said, yeah, because Tolkien inspired me, and that's why I have to end the thing. Because if you build past the world way too much past the point, the story gets way too hard to get it narrowed down and focused again. Yeah, you don't expect it to work like that. You expect when you're a nerd, kind of expect shit to work a certain way, certain input, certain output. But it works like that too. BlizzCon 2015. Okay, there we go. BlizzCon. Now I'm not so sure. Because BlizzCon, I know they tend to like to get celebrities for their stuff sometimes. Not as bad as Comic-Con, but it is possible. Let me see here. BlizzCon 2015. Jamie Lee Curtis. This is why I love you guys. You guys make me think. She was a World of Warcraft undead. Yeah, based on the few things I'm seeing here, I can't tell if she's admitted that she likes gaming or if it's just more of a PR thing. Let's see here. So if what I'm seeing, it might be like a maybe not fake, but just like it's like surface level at best. You know, people are like, oh, I like musicals, but it's only Disney shit and nothing else. It's not wrong. They're not. They don't like musicals, like one kind of it, you know. So maybe her taste is just very, very casual mainstream. If you consider that fake, then that's fake. If you don't consider that fake, I would consider fake more so like, yeah, I'm a fan, and they know absolutely jack fucking shit. Like all the girls who said the cake was a lie back in the Portal 2 days, you know, like, yeah, depends. People are more forgiving than others. She went to the premiere of the Warcraft movie in full costume, not even in the damn movie. She with her family, she goes along with them. Hey, Godai. Yeah, because she mentioned a lot that her son was really into like League of Legends and that kind of thing. That kind of got her somewhat interested. One Piece, is One Piece. Okay, so maybe she's one of those people that's like, very curious about everything and wants to give everything a shot, but she just knows what she's getting into. But then again, it's Netflix's One Piece, so I don't know what to think of that. Get that mouse off the screen. It always, this fucking mouse. She seems, yeah, she is one of those who is very encouraging. But I just hope she knows what she's encouraging. Again, not just she has to love it, but she has to know, you know. Force it. Oh, come on. You can follow up with that? Alright. Skill list, let's see. Okay, so that's a Quarter circle backwards. Okay, that's what it was. And then light kick. Gotcha. What? What? How are you breaking the... Oh, you bitch. I'm trying to think of someone else who's like hardcore nerd at the mainstream. Well, like a legit one, you know. I don't think, can we count Edward Norton as one because of his idea for the Hulk movie, or is that just Edward Norton trying to pursue like high art? I don't know. Because you guys know about the original idea about the Hulk movie he had in mind, right? He wanted to push to borderline R rating and fight Disney for everything. So he just was, they never picked him back up after that. Robin Williams? Well, yeah, he named his daughter Zelda. I remember when Robin Williams passed, people in America were trying to get petitions for them to name the king King Robin in the English release as a homage to him. Henry Cavill. Oh, right. Yeah, he's doing the Amazon Warhammer series, right? And he was in The Witcher, and he was like trying to get all these things to be in line with the book, and then he just said, "Fuck it, I'm leaving." I still stand by the fact that his performance in The Man and Uncle made me accept he could be a potential James Bond. He's got the look, he's got the attitude. If they want to, or if not, like, you know, like a knockoff of James Bond that he can take over when James Bond collapses, because the writers clearly don't know what they want to succeed. No, they don't want. They don't know what they do want. Rack another victory up for me. Right, actually, how do I go back? Apparently Sylvester Stallone said he did the Green Lantern also instead of Rocky 6 for a crew member. Felix leader? Yeah. Order select. I forget Nicolas Cage because he's just so out there with his roles. I kind of forget he's in. That was definitely not English. I made a mistake. Pick a lead with an enemy. There we go. Oh, woo! Look at his face. We're cooking, boys. One down. He bankrupted himself on comments and dinosaur balls? That explains some of the roles he accepted. What? He can pull that off? Stop! You can't hit a girl, but you can hit little boys? Is that how it works? You forget he's an actor and not a real life crazy person. Bro, him and Face Off, like, I remember that was like the only Nicolas Cage movie you've ever seen. Don't apologize. Fight! Fight though! Go! Come on, bro, it's John Travolta in the same movie with Nick Cage by John Woo. Why did I pick you again? Come on. Come on, do what happened? I got 3 bars. There we go. Supposed to be a Stallone-Arnold film? Okay, I can see that on paper, but I don't think it would have been entertaining if the script was the same and if John Woo was still in the project. Should have made a sequel with them. Yes! Winner. Float like a butterfly, sting like a shiranui. Yeah, that's gotta be a localization thing. It's like the Expendables. It was the second Expendables. I don't think even the Arnold was in the first one. And then the third, I was kind of skeptical because the third one had PG-13, but it wasn't terrible actually. It was still pretty fun. But having Mel Gibson as your antagonist, I think that was clever what they did.
Select.
After that became Michael Douglas Harrison Ford, then Bruce Willis Alec Baldwin. That's 4. Those have 4 different flavors to them. There we go. Yeah, because Harrison Ford, Michael Douglas, that would have been super duper serious. Willis and Baldwin could have pulled off that wacky over the topness that Woo had. But then the director's changed. That's my question. Because if it was always going to be Woo, then I'm glad we got the version that we got. Still on Travolta, Johnny Depp? Yeah, Johnny Depp could do that. Yeah, Depp could pull it off. Depp's got range. You may know him as one or two characters, but he's done a lot more. Like, people forget, Jack Sparrow is in Public Enemies, and he's also Willy Wonka. Those are three very different personality traits you could do. People just treat him like he's like the Mad Hatter in that Alice in Wonderland reboot. More of a pseudo-sequel than anything else. But all three with one character! Let's go! Can't even trust my teammates. Could have got myself into. That's because you did too good. Alright, I guess with some closing remarks before I end this. Yeah. A lot of these good actors have raid, but sometimes they're so good you forget that they're not just one or two characters. Sweeney Todd, Ed Wood, and Edward Scissorhands. Yep. Another trio of very different personalities. What was it? He was Tonto in the live action of Lone Ranger. I'm blanking out. My brain's a little slow today. I blame the snow outside for turning my brain into mush. And he bought a Tarbosaurus skull, which is the T-Rex's Asian cousin. Hey! Yeah, I'm gonna call the stream here, guys. I want to thank all of you for showing up. I'll still do another stream on Sunday. I'll just put another poll up in the Discord if you want to join that, and we'll figure it out from there. Alright then, so